Hi. Okay, YouTube. What does a 10-inch deep hole have to do with planting tomatoes? I'll tell you. I have a 2.5-foot tomato plant here, and I put mine in the ground really deep, all the way up. You'll have to forgive it. It needs a little bit of water. I actually will put this all the way up instead of stopping here where the edge of the dirt will stop. I will go ahead and go up further and higher. I'll pull some of these shoots off. And the reason I do that is burying your tomato plant deeper will actually help give it a better root system. The stalk will actually continue to get and I know this tomato plant looks horrible, but it just needs a little bit of water, so it'll be fine. But it'll actually help give it an extra chance at living. Where we live, we've talked about the wind. It's always windy here. Today actually isn't so bad. But I do like to plant my tomato plants deeper than most. You know, it's just, to me, a good practice. I got these for a really good price. It's just nice to go ahead and do this. It gives you a better root stock because roots will actually grow out of this portion here. I'm going to pull all of this off, and what will happen is this whole thing will start to kind of grow roots, and it'll actually give it a stronger base. So you'll have more roots higher up on the plant, and then it'll just make it a better plant. So if you notice, I'm literally pulling off all the little shoots and stalks that are on this plant all the way down to where it's going to be even with the dirt, giving my tomato plant a thicker, better stalk to handle. This actually helps my tomato plants. You know, when you live in a place that just has a ton of wind, it just helps the plant survive and to give you a better, plant base. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'm going to go ahead and dig all this in and get busy. I bought 2 of these. I bought them for a really good price. Honestly, they just need a little bit of water. The rest of the plant is actually healthy. It just needs a little bit of water. It just needs a little bit of TLC and it'll be fine. So I got them for a really good price. I'm going to go ahead and make this a quick video. I've got 2 this size, and then I bought a couple little ones, and I'll do another video here on that here in just a minute. So we'll be back, okay? Okay, guys. Got it in the ground. Just seemed like a second, didn't it? Okay, so what I do as well is I leave a lot of extra of the dirt, and I actually keep it mounded up around the plant. Because once you start watering this, you're ultimately going to water right down on top of the plant, and it's going to just wash away that dirt. So I like to go ahead and mound this up and kind of bring it at a nice angle, and then that way and everything is going to settle. You're going to get air bubbles in between the different layers of dirt. It's automatically going to help everything settle, and it's going to settle even. I'm going to go ahead and big guy's out here. He's going to dig me another 10-inch hole. We're going to go ahead and get the big ones done, and then we're going to talk about the little ones. I'm going to show you how I plant the smaller plants. I'll be back. Okay, let's talk about, I bought these little beefsteaks. They actually look pretty good. They're just lacking in some water. It's been really hot the last couple days. So they're starting to get root bound. What I like to do is break up this, right? Erase the memory of the root. So I want you to kind of break that up with your thumb. And the reason being is once you get them out of the pot and they look as bad as they did, that root system will just continue to kind of keep winding up. What you want is it, when you put it in the ground, to go out and to spread out and to finger out, right? And to really just go every direction. And it won't do that if it's got this memory. So now it's going, you'll see, we just kind of pulled them all. It's going to go everywhere. And then what I said also is I like to pull these little side shoots off, because the tomato plant will actually make roots. The roots will continue to grow all throughout the stalk, and that way it's going to go. So I know this seems excessive because you're going to go, Ginger, oh my God, you're burying this thing. So that's what it's going to look like, right? We're going to go from this, right? And we're going to put it pretty deep in the ground. But that's going to help. These aren't as big as the other ones, so it's going to give it a nice big stalk. It's going to give it a nice head start. We've got a lot of high wind here, and it does help. I will tell you, my dad used to plant his tomato plants on the side, and it would look like that when he would put it in the dirt. So he would do a longer trench instead of a hole. He would do, a trench, say this way, and then lay that tomato plant like this, and he would do that nice and deep. And then that way, when he did his tomato cage, it would be up. I don't do it that way. That was the way he did it, but let me tell you, he had the best tomato plants ever. They were nice, thick stalked. They would stand up to the wind. Today's not too bad, but usually we have 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. I prefer to do mine this way, but it just depends. Let me know in the comments below how you guys like to do yours. I live in Indiana. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. And of course, my rhubarb I need to break the seed stalks off. We're out in the middle of nowhere and we just have a lot of wind. So I'm going to plant all of these and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, tomato plants are in. Ed's got them caged up for me. I'd probably get scolded if I show you Big Ed. He doesn't like being on my, that's fine. He doesn't like being on my videos. He just likes being general support behind the scenes, I guess. So that's my tomatoes. If you remember how long these were, we've planted them, what did we plant those, about 8 inches down total? About 8 inches. And again, like I said, we've done this for years. My tomato plants hold up well. In the high winds that we have here, so I know it seems like I'm wasting a lot of the plant. In fact, I'm doing the opposite. I found years ago when my dad told me to do it this way, I felt like I was wasting a lot of the plant. I could get tomatoes faster, but then he reminded me if they get broke, you're not getting anything faster. You know what I mean? So this has always helped us. I swear by this technique. We're going to go ahead and jump off here. I also planted a castor bean plant. I can talk more about that in another video. I actually want the beans from the plant as it grows, so I have it over here in the corner all by itself, literally in the corner. So if I back away and show you this way, the rhubarb. Guys, I have rhubarb. We don't eat it. I keep hoping somebody will want it, but I don't have the heart to throw a plant away. I do have friends who, when I harvest it, they do eat it. If not, I cut it back every year and I start over again, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So if you live near me and you're part of my channel and you want my rhubarb, I'll be happy to dig it up and give it to you. I have a ton of mint over there, which I need to take the dead foliage from last year down. I haven't done that yet. I have the rest of this area. I've got summer squash to put in. I've got cucumbers to put in, cabbage to put in, carrots to put in, and loose leaf lettuce. If you know what I mean by loose leaf lettuce, I'll show you. More like a romaine, if you will, which is exactly what it is. I put black seeded Simpson and romaine. Kale, I usually do put some kale. Of course, Nala's over there, because you know her. She's got to be a part of anything I do and got to be close to me. So she's trying to eat dirt. Nala, say hi, Nala. Isn't she so cute? She's so pretty. Say hi, Mama's baby. So, yes, I own 2 acres. This whole thing is my yard. Everybody always wants to know why I put her on a little tie out. Huskies are famous for wanting to take off and run and never be seen again. If somebody was to find her, they wouldn't give her back. And before you even say anything, she has a water dish over there. So until she gets a little bigger, she is going to be on a little cable when we're outside. We come outside and play. We come outside and run. Hi, baby. And look, act like you're going to pet her, and she starts lifting that back leg. Mommy's got dirty gloves on, though. Mommy's got dirty gloves on. So I'm going to jump off here, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Be kind to each other. No negatives, no trolls, no keyboard warriors. Let's be kind. I'm going to jump off here, finish getting my garden put in. My daisies, ignore that flower bed. I haven't done anything to that flower bed, and it shows. I came out here earlier, I was like, oh my God. So I need to take care of that. And over beside the pole barn is a hot mess, but you can't see it from the house, so usually we don't freak out too much. My yard looks amazing, though. I'll take you for a walk later. Hi, honey. He's going to kill me. Okay, guys, stay kind, be good, stay positive. Love you guys. Talk soon.